What if the very trait you were praised for as a child is quietly destroying your life? We're taught that kindness is a virtue, that putting others first makes us good, respected, even safe. But no one warns us about the darker side of being too kind. No one tells you that excessive generosity can drain your bank account, erode your self-respect, and slowly teach others that your boundaries don't matter. We live in a world where giving is often rewarded, not with gratitude, but with entitlement. And the kinder you are, the more invisible the cost becomes, until it's too late. Could being nice be the reason you feel exhausted, overlooked, manipulated, or even unsafe? Could your compassion be training people to use you? In this video from Stoic Sage Academy, you'll discover 8 uncomfortable truths, the hidden dangers that strike those who are too kind, too available, too forgiving. And more importantly, you'll learn 4 Stoic-hardened principles that stop people from taking advantage of you without turning you cold or cruel. If you've ever felt that your goodness is being used against you, stay with me. What you're about to hear may completely change how you see kindness. Starting now. When you give too much, you don't just lose energy, you lose clarity. The Stoics warned us about this long before modern psychology ever put words to it. They taught that peace comes from accepting reality as it is, not from depending on other people's behavior to validate our worth or secure our happiness. Giving freely, without clinging to outcomes, protects the mind from disappointment. It creates emotional distance, not coldness, but stability. And yet, whether we admit it or not, pure selflessness is rare. When we pour everything we have into others, quiet expectation forms. Surely they'll do the same for me. But life doesn't work that way. The moment you truly need support, understanding, or effort from others, you often discover an uncomfortable truth. People have grown accustomed to your giving. They assume you can handle everything, for them and for yourself. Your generosity becomes invisible. And if you don't prioritize your own needs, why would anyone else feel responsible for doing so? What follows is predictable. Unmet expectations, irritation, emotional fatigue, resentment, and a lingering sadness you can't quite explain. From a Stoic perspective, this isn't betrayal. No one is actually failing you. People are simply doing what nature teaches them to do. Focus on their own duties. The mistake lies elsewhere. When you tie your emotional well-being to how much others reciprocate, you surrender control over your inner state. The Stoics insisted that true worth comes from acting with reason and virtue, not from pleasing others or constantly meeting their demands. Balanced giving, measured, intentional, involuntary, keeps you sovereign over your actions and protects your mental health from slow erosion. And here's where habit enters the picture. Human beings are creatures of pattern. We adapt quickly to routines, roles, and expectations. This is why comfort zones exist. When you are always available, always rescuing, always stepping in, others unconsciously adjust. They stop carrying responsibilities that once belonged to them because you've made it easy not to. Your generosity becomes their normal. You lead them into comfort, and you trap yourself in obligation. If you don't value your own time, energy, and goals, don't expect someone else to suddenly wake up and advocate for you, especially not the people who benefit most from your self-sacrifice. Expecting empathy from those you constantly save is often unrealistic. Everyone is already busy being the hero of their own story, and that pursuit alone costs them enough. This leads to another quiet consequence. Your goals slowly disappear. The Stoics believed a good life is guided by reason, virtue, and clear priorities. Without balance, you lose yourself. Without balance, you lose yourself. When everyone else's needs come first, your own ambitions are pushed aside, not because they don't matter, but because ignoring them feels easier than facing them. Sometimes constant busyness is just a distraction from inner discomfort, but avoidance has a price. Ask yourself this: how do you feel when the noise stops, when the weekend arrives and there's no one calling, no one to help, no one to save? When you return home and the silence greets you first? If your days are packed with obligations to escape yourself, the reckoning will be harsh. you'll face yourself eventually, and alongside that, the bitterness of realizing you neglected your own life while living inside everyone else's. This is why self-care, to the Stoics, was never indulgence, it was duty. You cannot offer peace if you don't possess it. You cannot lift others if you are depleted. Before you help someone else feel whole, you must ensure that you are steady, nourished, and cared for. Enjoy your own chocolate before giving it away. Put your house in order before cleaning another's. Sit down, rest, watch a good movie, sip your wine, and then, from fullness, not emptiness, decide what you are willing to give. Because in Stoicism, the world does not come before you, it comes after. Fourth, when you give without limits, people begin to mistake your kindness for weakness, and they treat you accordingly. Stoicism never teaches passivity. On the contrary, it demands inner strength, self-mastery, and command over one's actions. By setting clear boundaries and practicing self-discipline, you signal something powerful to the world, that you respect your own duties, values, and time. And respect, not constant availability, is what earns you dignity in the eyes of others. Over time, excessive helping creates a dangerous illusion. You may believe you're proving your competence, loyalty, or goodwill, especially in professional or social settings. But without boundaries, the message received is often the opposite. They don't see devotion, they see someone who can be leaned on indefinitely. Much like an employee who never pushes back against an unreasonable boss, you become the obvious dumping ground for responsibilities others don't want to carry. They come to you not because they admire you, but because they know you won't say no. Yet the moment you use that one uncomfortable word, no, something unexpected happens. A shift occurs. For the first time, people feel something they never associated with you before: respect. Of course, some will disappear. Those were never friends, only users. Stoicism teaches discernment, the wisdom to choose where our energy goes. With self-control and clear perspective, we learn to separate genuine relationships from transactional ones, ensuring our effort is spent on what strengthens us, not what drains us. You may notice that people who once called you a good friend now only reach out when they need a favor. When you step back and look at it logically, this pattern isn't strange at all. Most people don't invite coworkers out for coffee, let alone open up to them emotionally. What's happening to you follows human nature, but understanding it doesn't make it acceptable. This is why learning how to respond, how to protect yourself, and how to stop exploitation is not cruelty, it's wisdom. Sixth, when you give endlessly, you begin to attract only those who want to take, never those who want to give. Stoicism emphasizes patient judgment in building relationships that are balanced and mutually strengthening. People are drawn to energies that reflect their own. When your inner state is depleted, you unconsciously invite those who are needy, negative, or opportunistic, not because you deserve it, but because exhaustion lowers your presence. When your inner state is strong, stable, and disciplined, you attract something very different: people who bring enthusiasm, kindness, effort, and joy. But when you give to everyone without measure, your energy leaks away. You begin to operate at a lower emotional and mental frequency. This makes you a magnet for those who sense availability without resistance. People who take, disappear, and never look back. And the Stoics would say this clearly: this isn't bad luck, it's a signal. Seventh, unchecked giving can quietly push you towards unhealthy attachments. The Stoics were clear on this point. A calm mind depends on self-command. When discipline disappears, imbalance takes its place. Giving without measure often creates a sense of inner shortage, emotional, physical, or mental, and where there is constant lack, desire grows sharper. This is how the mind looks for relief, and relief easily becomes escape. Addiction is rarely about pleasure, it's about filling a void that keeps widening. At some point, someone close to you may notice changes before you do. They might mention that you're drinking more than usual, and not just socially. They might point out that you're eating excessively, scrolling endlessly, gambling recklessly, or losing control in subtle ways that don't feel dangerous yet. Listen carefully to these moments. Your first reaction may be irritation or denial. You may feel attacked, misunderstood, or judged. But this reaction itself is often a warning sign. When we're deeply entangled in a pattern, we lose the ability to see it clearly. the Stoics advised us to welcome honest feedback, especially from those who genuinely care. People who love you don't benefit from your decline. They speak up not to criticize, but to interrupt your fall. Their words are not accusations, they are lifelines. If you ignore them, the descent continues quietly. If you listen, you regain control and begin the climb back to yourself. 8th, excessive kindness can make others suspicious of you. Stoicism teaches that we must act with virtue, regardless of how we are perceived. Our task is not to manage impressions, but to live in alignment with reason and principle. When we do this consistently, our character becomes solid, strong enough to withstand doubt, gossip, and false assumptions. Yet the world is not as generous as we wish it were. Truly kind people are rare, and because of that rarity, kindness is often misunderstood. Instead of gratitude, it can trigger suspicion. Instead of appreciation, it can raise questions. People begin to wonder what you want, what you're hiding, or what price will be demanded later. Your goodwill, rather than inspiring trust, makes them cautious. Sometimes this reaction comes from deeply suspicious individuals, but more often, it comes from experience. Many people have learned the hard way that excessive helpfulness often masks manipulation. Those who offer too much, too quickly, are frequently hiding agendas. As a result, genuine kindness is treated as a warning sign rather than a virtue. This is why the Stoics emphasized balance, clarity, and restraint. True goodness does not announce itself, nor does it overwhelm others. It stands quietly, acts deliberately, and expects nothing in return. When kindness is guided by wisdom, it no longer invites doubt, it commands respect. Now let's shift from consequences to control. Because Stoicism is not about enduring exploitation, but about mastering yourself so it no longer happens. If people keep taking from you, it's not fate, it's feedback, and the Stoics left us clear strategies to correct it. Strategy 1. Listen carefully to what you feel. Your emotions are signals. At the core of Stoic practice is self-awareness. The Stoics believed that reflection is essential for understanding our true needs, limits, and motivations. Your emotions are not weaknesses, they are messengers. When you pay close attention to how you feel while helping others, you can immediately tell whether your giving is balanced or self-destructive. Persistent mental exhaustion is not generosity, it's a warning. Ask yourself honestly, how do you feel after helping someone? When you act in alignment with reason and self-respect, there should be a quiet sense of lightness, even satisfaction. Caring for yourself is not selfish, it's humane. You should feel grounded, not depleted. So if you notice constant busyness, irritation, resentment, or the sense of being used, stop ignoring it. If an action that is not mandatory leaves you emotionally drained, don't lie to yourself about it. Investigate it. Examine how your help is affecting your health, focus, and peace of mind. Strategy 2. Stop fearing the word no. Stoicism teaches that your time and energy are finite resources. To spend them wisely is an act of virtue. Saying no is not cruelty, it is self-command. When you are overwhelmed or when a request is unfair, declining is a rational response. Yet for many of us, this simple word is loaded with guilt, anxiety, and imagined rejection. If you never learn to say no, pessimism quietly takes over. Resentment builds. Your sense of freedom shrinks. The Stoics would urge you to train this skill deliberately. Practice it, say it out loud, stand in front of a mirror if you have to, and remind yourself that this word protects your autonomy. Saying no is often the only way to reclaim control over your life and prevent unnecessary emotional and practical damage. Strategy 3. Protect your personal time and space as if they were sacred. Self-discipline and self-respect demand that you carve out time for yourself and then defend it. You are not meant to exist only in service of others. Engage in activities that restore you. Exercise, drawing, reading, music, walking, sitting quietly with a cup of tea, whatever reconnects you to yourself. Complete your responsibilities efficiently so this time is non-negotiable. Take it seriously enough to schedule it daily or weekly. When that time arrives, it belongs to you. If someone asks for your help during it, their request must be reasonable, respectful, and truly necessary. Otherwise, you decline without guilt. That space is not selfish, it's maintenance. If direct refusal feels difficult, offer an alternative, suggest another time, but make your boundaries clear. Limit how long you can help. Let people know you have other obligations. Clarity prevents resentment. Strategy 4. Identify energy vampires and create distance. Stoic wisdom demands discernment in relationships. Not everyone deserves equal access to you. Some people consistently drain your mental and emotional energy while contributing nothing positive in return. Distancing yourself from them is not heartlessness, it is self-preservation. Understand this clearly. You cannot help energy thieves. They are not looking for solutions, they are addicted to complaining. They flood you with their pain, their catastrophes, and their negative worldview. If their problems were solved, they would lose their identity as sufferers, and that is something they resist. Trying to save them only consumes you. The Stoic response is simple and firm. Step back, protect your energy, choose relationships that strengthen your character rather than weaken it. In closing, Stoic wisdom reminds us that the healthiest path in life is almost never found at the extremes. The measure of a good life lies in balance, and generosity is no exception. Give too little, and you risk becoming hardened, closed off, and small in spirit. Give without limits, and you slowly bleed away your time, your energy, your peace of mind, and often your resources. Neither extreme leads to strength, only the middle ground does. This is why the Stoics urged us to live in the grays, not the absolutes. Real wisdom is knowing when to step forward and when to step back. It's learning how to care for others without abandoning yourself in the process. When doubt appears, remember that one simple word can restore order faster than any explanation. No, especially when your instincts warn you that something isn't right. Yes, even when the offer sounds polite, generous, or comes with a smile behind the window of a car. You've reached the end of this journey, and if you take nothing else with you, take this. Your life, your energy, and your time are not infinite. Treat them as valuable, and others will learn to do the same. I truly hope these insights help you move through the world with more clarity, confidence, and calm strength. You are an essential part of Stoic Sage Academy, and if this video challenged your thinking, gave you perspective, or offered you something useful, support the message by liking it so more people can discover the quiet power of Stoic wisdom. Subscribe for a steady daily dose of Stoic clarity, growth, and self-mastery.